In this Blender tutorial, we will create the materials for this cup and render the image. For a tutorial on how to model the cup, click on the links to part 1. We will start by selecting the Cycles render engine. Click on the render properties and select Cycles. Click on the lamp to select it. Change the type to a sun lamp in the lamp properties menu. Adjust the strength to 3. Push 3 on the number pad for right view. Make sure you are in object mode and the cup is selected. Push the G key to grab, then move the cup up so it sits on the ground level. We will now add a plane for the cup to sit on. Click the Add menu, Mesh, Plane. Scale the plane up by pressing S. Then 50, then enter. Change into camera view by pushing 0 on the number pad. Push the N key to open the side panel. Click on the View tab. Then lock camera to view. Pan and move the camera view for a better view of the cup. I have allowed room for the reflection of the cup, but the view can be adjusted after the materials have been created. Press the N key and uncheck the lock camera to view. Click on the Render Preview button. With the plane selected, click on the Materials icon. Add a new material slot. Then add a new material. Click on the base color and change the color to black. Scroll down to the roughness setting and make it 0. This will make the material fully reflective. Click on the cup to select it. Add a new material slot. Then add a new material. Scroll down and adjust the roughness to 0.25. The cup will have 2 materials. We will add a description to the materials for easy identification. Change the description of the material by double-clicking on it and add a new description. Add a new material slot. Then add a new material. The second material will be used for the Blender logo. So the material has the same settings. We will copy the cup material. Click on the cup material, then click on the Material Specials drop down. Then click on Copy Material. Click on the new material. Click on the Materials Specials drop down and select Paste Material. Double-click on the material description, then add a new description. We will now add the logo to the cup. I will use this Blender logo. Any image can be used, but it needs to have a transparent background and a file format, such as PNG that supports transparent backgrounds. Make sure the cup is selected and push the Tab key to enter edit mode. Click on the Face Select button. Select 8 faces across the front of the cup by holding the Shift key and clicking on each face. For the image to be applied to the faces, they need to be unwrapped. Push the U key, then click Unwrap. Click on the logo material, then click on the Assign to assign the material to the selected faces. Click on the Shading workspace. Then click on the Render Preview button. Rotate the viewport if needed to get a better view of the selected faces. We will add the logo to the material by adding 2 nodes. Click on the Add menu, Texture, Image Texture. Click on the Add menu, Shader node, Mix Shader node. Place the Mix Shader node between the principled shader and the material output. Connect the color output of the Image Texture node to the bottom input of the Mix Shader node. Then connect the alpha of the image texture to the factor of the Mix Shader node. Click on the Open File icon on the Image Texture node. Navigate to where you saved the image and open the image. We will now adjust the UV map so the logo sits correctly. Click on the UV Editing workspace. Click on the Render Preview button, then adjust the viewport so you can see the logo. Move the mouse pointer into the UV Editor window. Press the A key to select all. We will now rotate the UV map. Press the R key, then X to rotate on the X axis. Then 90. Enter. To scale up the UV map, press the S key and drag the mouse until the edges of the map are bigger than the logo. Press the G key to grab. Then move the UV map to a central position over the logo. We will now adjust the image texture, so it does not repeat. Click on the shading workspace. Click on Repeat in the Image Texture node. Select Clip from the drop-down list. We will now check the camera view for the final render. Click on the Modeling workspace. Press Tab for Object Mode. Click on the Render Preview button. Push 0 on the number pad for camera view. Open the side panel by pushing the N key. Click on the View tab. Then lock camera to view. Adjust the camera view of the cup. Then uncheck Lock Camera to View. Then press N to close the side panel. We will now adjust the render settings for the final render. We will start by enabling the denoising function. Denoising assists with removing noise in the rendered image. Click on the Render Layers icon. Then scroll down and enable denoising. Click on the Render Properties icon. Increase the render samples to 500. Click on the Performance menu. Scroll down to the Tiles options. Tile size is the size of the area that Blender renders at a time. The order is the pattern the tiles are rendered. I will use top to bottom, but this is only personal preference. Click on the Output Properties icon. I will leave the resolution at the default. Click on the output location and change it to a convenient location. To render the image, click on the Render menu. Then Render Image. I will now pause the video while Blender renders the image. If you found this tutorial useful, click the like button and subscribe for more tutorials.